for grammar notes, where I'm going to explain how to do some of the questions in the Chapter 4 grammar exercises. So for the first time in your grammar test, I'm asking you to actually create Latin words. And this isn't easy, but there is a way to do it. And this video is going to walk you through that. So first of all, you have the imperfect tense and the genitive case in this chapter. You are going to be asked to form imperfect verbs, and you're going to be asked to form genitive nouns. So here we go. So how to make verbs imperfect? Well, you got to figure out what your verb is. So let's say you have something like, they are shouting. Well, first you have to find the verb to shout, which is in one of your vocab lists. And you will find that it's clamo, clamare, clamawi, clamatus. Then you have to figure out what conjugation it is. By now you should know if it has an ARE right here in the infinitive, it's first conjugation. Then you find the stem of the verb. The way you find the stem of the verb is to look at the first principal part here and drop the O. So your stem here is clam. And everything you add, you're going to add to that stem. So we have they are shouting. Now we go back to our grammar notes and we scroll down our grammar notes to examples. Here's the first conjugation. We have they are shouting. So you have your stem, your vowel, your ba, and your ending. So it's clamabant. We added the stem, the vowel, the ba, and the right ending for they, and clamabant means they are shouting. You don't have to put the spaces in though. Here's how you should write it in your answer. Let's try another one. How about we are driving? So let's look at the steps again. 1, figure out what the verb is in Latin. Well, in chapter 3, you learn the verb ago, which is ago, agere, egi, actum, which means to drive. Now, you got to find out what conjugation that verb is. Use your gold paper if you need to. It is third conjugation. So, go back to your grammar notes. This one was first conjugation. We don't need that one. Go here for third conjugation. You're going to use an E before the ba. So we're going to go back to our verb. We're going to find the stem by dropping this O right here. So that's our stem. It told us to use an E. We added a ba. And then the ending for we is mus. Agebamos means we are driving. Actually, it's we were driving. I'm sorry. I messed up the imperfect here. And this is they were shouting. I apologize. So that's how you form the verbs. Here are the steps. Figure out what the verb is in Latin. You may have to look at your vocab lists. Figure out the conjugation of the verb. Find the stem of the verb. Then follow the charts. And you have a chart for every conjugation of verbs. For forms of sum, you just have to look at these charts right here. Now, let's talk about the genitive. Here you have the genitive endings. I am asking you to read carefully how to use an apostrophe because some of you can't. And then I'm going to ask you to put things in the genitive. So let's look back here and let's work on how to put things in the genitive. How to put things in the genitive. Okay, so what I'm going to give you are phrases like mother's son, or sister's dog, or I don't know, I'm thinking of other things, father's friend, stuff like that. And you're going to have to analyze these phrases in order to put them in the right forms. This is not easy, but it can be done. So the first thing you're going to do with these phrases is you're going to look at what the English says. Remember, the word that's doing the owning is the one that's going to be genitive. So in this case, mother will be genitive, sister will be genitive, and father will be genitive because they're owning the thing. The thing will be nominative. Think of it this way. Think of it says the son of mother. the dog of sister, or the friend of father. Means the same thing as the ones with the apostrophes. So let's start with the first one, mother, son. The son of mother. First, you need the word for son. Go to your vocab, find the word for son. It's Filius. You don't do anything to Filius because it's not genitive. It's nominative. So you just copy it right out of the vocab. Then you take the genitive, mother's son. So we have to now take mother and put it in the genitive. First of all, what's the Latin word for mother? It's mater, but that form is not genitive. Go to your vocab. If you go to chapter 1 vocab, remember in a vocab list, let's see. This is a random chapter, but let's look here. In every chapter vocab, you get the nominative and the genitive. So for a lot of these, you don't even have to form them. Look at the nouns in this one. Well, shoot, there's only 2, but they give you the nominative and the genitive. So if we go back to chapter 1 vocab, you will see in your vocab, you will see mater and matris. This one is the genitive. So in order to say the son of mother or mother's son, it's just filius matris. That's it. Also, sister's dog. Well, you've got dog, which is canis, right? Again, doesn't have to change because it's nominative. And then you go to your chapter 1 vocab to find sister, and you find soror, sororis, which is the genitive. That's how you do it. Now, let's say you have a plural genitive. For example, the girls' friends. Now we've got 2 plurals. So we're going to start with friends. What's the word for friend? Amicus. Amici. And you can tell by this I right here that this is second declension. So now you need to go to your noun chart and find the nominative plural. So it's amici. Let's go back. Whoops, I lost it. There it is. So for friends plural, it's going to be amici. That's your nominative plural. I'll put it in there so you don't get confused. And now it's more than one girl, and you can tell it's more than one girl because the apostrophe comes after the S. So you now have to put the word for girl in the genitive plural because it's more than one girl owning something. Well, the word for girl, as you should know by now, is puella. Go to your noun chart, find puella, look at the genitive plural, and that's your answer right there, puellarum. Let's do another one on a clean slate. I'm going to walk you through every step. So we're going to do the daughter of, well, actually, let's do the soldier's friend. So we've got one friend, but multiple soldiers. Here we go. First of all, friend. You don't have to change friend because it's only one and you're already given it. So it's amicus. That says the friend. We have the friend. Now, we need to say of the soldiers or the soldiers plural. So we have to look up the word for soldiers. I'm pretty sure, let's see. It might be in chapter 4 vocab. I'm not entirely sure where it is. Negatory. It must have been in chapter 3. Let's see. Chapter 3 required vocab is me. Aha! So there's our word, miles militis. You need to make it genitive plural. It's third declension. Go here. Whoops, not here. Here. Genitive plural, so it becomes militum. That's the genitive plural of soldier. I hope this helps. If you have more questions, please let me know.